Speaking of Saudi Arabia, let's wait hear what Donald Trump has to say about the Saudis and the nuclear deal.
That the whole thing blows up. So did he get out ahead of you, or what happened there?
No, nobody got out ahead. I mean, I just say that in order to do it, they have to be a member of the Abraham Accords, which have been very successful. But it's time now that they do it. They and others didn't want to do it because of the problem that they had with Iran. You don't have that problem anymore. You don't have a great power there anymore. You have a problem, but the problem is disappearing day by day. They were the bully of the Middle East. They were not going to be that much of a bully anymore. Probably, I think, instinctively want to be. But you don't have the same problem that you would have had 4 or 5 months ago before they had no Navy, no military, no anti-aircraft, no leaders. I mean, their leaders are gone. A lot of things have changed with respect to that country. So, no, we want them to, it's a two-way street, and we think it's very important for the future of the Middle East. The Abraham Accords have been incredibly successful for
Armin, the Abraham Accords.
Again.
So Saudi's getting a nuclear program in exchange for joining the Abraham Accords. Armin, what is the Abraham Accords?
Abraham Accords is an agreement between Israel and Arab and or Islamic countries in the region to normalize relations. And the actual goal of that, to summarize, is to have a united front in the Middle East against the Islamic Republic. And President Trump started this in his first term and has been expanding to more and more countries. The key, Bahrain and UAE are part of it. So Bahrain and UAE have normalized relationship with Israel. Sudan is there as well. So it's actually the countries that are on this list just a few years ago, just before it happened, were unimaginable for people to think like Arab Islamic countries will agree to come to a deal with Israel and normalize relationship with them. This is one of the greatest achievements of President Trump. And during these military operations, it led to not just normalization, but to the point where UAE considers now Israel an ally, not just normalization, and openly thanked Israel for giving them the Iron Dome to protect UAE against the Islamic Republic missile attacks, which is crazy to even think about that we're here.
And we're here. And it looks like Trump even said, well, that problem's no more, signaling that perhaps there is much more to come with the Abraham Accords. Now, before Senator Lindsey Graham died, unfortunately, he did predict this. He said a couple of things were going to happen. If the Islamic Republic, or if the MOU fails, what we're going to do is we're going to take the Strait of Hormuz by force. So it looks like that's about to happen. Then they're going to make Saudi Arabia join the Abraham Accords. Looks like that's also about to happen. And then they're going to slowly choke out the Islamic Republic. And if they contest the Strait of Hormuz, finish them off. So we've seen the biggest changes in the Middle East that we've seen potentially in, I mean, you could even say a couple thousand years, but let's just pick modern history. For the past 50 years, this is the biggest change after the Islamic Revolution of 1979. What do you think?
Yeah, this is a turning point in the history of the Middle East. I think in the future, if you look back at these moments, this will be referred to as something like the Berlin Wall. And honestly, I know some people might think I'm exaggerating, but bigger than the Berlin Wall. This is a Berlin Wall moment that you guys are all witnessing. And your grandchildren will look back at you one day and be like, "Oh, where were you? Like, what were you thinking when this happened? Like, where were you? Like, when eventually, the Islamic Republic fell, what led to it? You guys are going, oh, I remember a few months before this happened, then a few months before this happened. I remember watching this stream, leaving these comments." So this is one of those major turning points, and so try to remember how it's every day of it, because you're going to come back to this for so many decades after.
Yeah. And so If this happens, the Saudis join the Abraham Accords. It signals to the rest of the Arab world, hey, it's okay to make peace with Israel and join. Then Israel, along with this massive coalition, finishes off the Islamic Republic. The United States spearheads it. The Middle East finally may see peace for the first time in actually, well, since humanity's beginning, since it was the cradle of civilization. But with that, the US can move back to Pacific oceans and focus on China. I think Europe's pretty much a lost cause at this point, but there's very interesting things happening with the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is scheduled to meet with the United States next week to discuss sending minesweepers or even additional warships to assist the United States for once. They have a new prime minister, and the new prime minister, I'm not too well versed on the internal politics of the UK. I think Nail Bunny's good to talk about that, but he seems to have mysteriously appeared out of nowhere and is now fully agreeing to what Donald Trump needs. So if we just, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here, but Keir Starmer was against all of this. He was quickly taken out, right? The king had a meeting with Donald Trump. Shortly after, Keir Starmer resigns from Prime Minister of the UK. There's a new Prime Minister who is now very much, yes, we should finish off the Islamic Republic. Let's send in minesweepers and let's let them use the Diogo Garcia, which is a very important thing. That's the base in the Indian Ocean there. And I'm thinking, what happened? I don't get it. The UK just did a full 180 in terms of their policy on the Islamic Republic. They've even prescribed the IRGC as a terrorist organization recently. So that's, some interesting things happening all around the world behind the scenes that are pointing to us going off and finishing the Islamic Republic. Guys, I'm not an evil scientist. This is just things that are happening that I'm seeing. With that, let's go back to the map here. We covered Saudi Arabia for you guys. There's something that happened in Iraq. And it seems like some pretty important figures of the Islamic Republic were seen in Iraq last night. I don't know. I mean, you guys have to take a look. I think we see Ali Khamenei there, and perhaps Mujtaba Khamenei as well, the current supreme leader of the Islamic Republic. I'm not too sure what's going on, but looks like the Iraqis are taking them out for a walk. And don't ask me what any of this is. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what it means. But it looks fun, I think. Right, guys? There he is.
Wait, can you go back? Can you hear what the chant is?
Oh, yeah. Something Sayyid Mujtaba. I don't know.
So they're saying to support the Mahdi, you need to support Mujtaba.
Oh boy.
If you want to be on the Mahdi side, you need to be on the Mujtaba side, which is kind of strange because in Shia Islamic theology, I mean, and the Khomeini version of it at least, the whole point of having the guardianship of the jurist is to have a representative of the imam in hiding. If the imam of your time, if he is in hiding, he needs a representative. And that's the supreme leader. That's the Wali Faqih, the guardianship of the jurist. But here's the question. What if the representative of the hidden imam is hidden himself? So if we follow the logic of the book Guardianship of the Jurist by Khomeini that led to the theology behind the Islamic Republic, a hidden imam of the time that needs a representative, which will be the supreme leader of the Islamic Republic, if the Wali Faqih himself is also in hiding. Do we need a representative of the hidden representative of the hidden Mahdi?
So, Armin, are you saying that Shia Islam ideology is dependent on the 12th Imam, the Mahdi? Is that correct?
Oh yeah, the entire constitution is written
And
based on
the 12th Imam, the Mahdi, is a master of hide and seek, right? So he fell down a well a
global
thousand
champion,
years ago.
global champion.
And so basically,
Yeah,
Shia Islam
a lot of
revolves
people
over
say.
the fact.
Let me just clarify this. A lot of people think it's Bigfoot, the championship, the champion of hide and seek, global champion of hide and seek. It's not. It's the Mahdi. But go on, say.
So the Mahdi fell. The Mahdi was an imam, right? He's like the leader of Shia Islam, and he fell down a well, and no one
Twice.
ever saw him again.
Twice.
Oh,
Fell
right,
down a well.
twice. So he actually didn't learn his lesson. So he fell down the well twice. No one ever saw him again. But then the Shias believe that he will one day come back and rule the world, right?
Obviously.
And so Shia
Duh.
Islam, so the Islamic Republic is waiting for that to happen, right? And they're like, oh my God, okay. But then you're also saying that their own supreme leader right now is also nowhere to be seen in a master of hide and seek.
Well, I mean, he's not as good at. I mean, he only had a few months now, so let's chill out. Like, let's cool it down a little bit.
True.
Master, I wouldn't say. Like, hasn't been even a year.
It's true. No one's seen him for a few months, so maybe he's not a master yet. But we'll see about that soon. Just interesting. It seems like their ideology is kind of stupid.
I mean, if you had somebody that is this good at hide and seek, would you not follow him? I mean, it's pretty. Isn't that the best metric? Who do we make the leader?
Best
Whoever
hide
hides
and
best.
seek leader ever.
So here's a question for the chat. Guys, in the chat, answer this. Who is the head of state according to the constitution of the Islamic Republic? Who is the head of state? Oh, yeah, people got it. Oh, somebody's saying Pezeshkian.
They got it?
No. Oh, somebody's saying the supreme leader. No. Yeah, people got it. Some people got it. A lot of people think it's the supreme leader. It's not. It's the Mahdi.
Yes, who died over 1,000 years ago.
It's the hidden imam.
He's hidden.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.